When people think about financial freedom, it's easy to assume that you need a six-figure income, a fancy job title, or some lucky break to get there. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Some of the most financially secure people I know don't earn massive salaries. They simply know how to make the most of what they have. They've mastered a simple but powerful principle: make your money work for you. And in this guide, I'm going to walk you through how to do exactly that. Over the next 6 months, you'll follow a clear step-by-step roadmap that can help you break free from living paycheck to paycheck and start building real wealth. This blueprint has already helped thousands of people regain control of their finances and change the trajectory of their lives, and you can be next. If you're new here, welcome. I'm a qualified accountant and former investment advisor. On this platform, I talk about personal finance, building financial freedom, and developing the mindset to support long-term success. Now, let's dive in and begin with month 1. Have you ever avoided checking your bank balance after a weekend of spending, or put off opening a credit card statement because you already know it won't be pretty? That right there is the ostrich effect. It's a psychological tendency to bury your head in the sand and ignore financial realities when they make you uncomfortable. Unfortunately, this avoidance doesn't solve anything. In fact, it makes things worse. Stress builds in the background, small money issues snowball, and suddenly it feels like you're drowning. But the moment you confront your financial situation head-on, everything begins to shift. Anxiety starts to fade, and instead of "what if," your mind shifts to "what's next?" This first month is all about creating clarity. You only need to focus on 4 key numbers. Point 1. Net income. This is your take-home pay after tax and deductions. It's the money you actually have available to use each month. Point 2. Essential expenses. This includes everything you must spend on to live: rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, transportation, and basic bills. Point 3. Future you contributions. This is any amount you're already putting into savings, investments, or retirement accounts. Point 4. Discretionary spending. Everything else: dining out, entertainment, shopping, subscriptions, etc. Once you've tracked and categorized your income and expenses, you'll have a much clearer picture of your financial situation. It may be uncomfortable at first. You might realize you're spending far more than you thought on non-essentials. But remember, knowledge is power. Use tools like budgeting apps or spreadsheets to track your core 4. Now that you know your essential monthly expenses, your goal this month is to save 1 full month's worth of those costs. This acts as your first financial buffer. Let's say your essential expenses total $2,500. Then that's your savings target. This single step puts you ahead of most people financially. In fact, many never reach this point. Not because they can't afford to, but because they never fully commit. Our brains are hardwired for short-term gratification. That's why saving can feel like a loss. You feel like you're giving something up. But here's a mindset shift. You're not depriving yourself. You're buying back your freedom. To hit your savings goal faster, start cutting out the non-essentials. Cancel unused subscriptions. Reduce takeout meals. Shop more intentionally. If saving the full amount in 1 month feels unrealistic, it's okay to stretch it over 2 or even 3 months. Just be honest with yourself. Don't let a longer timeline turn into procrastination. This is a temporary sprint to break the cycle of financial dependence. In month 3, you'll start making real progress by tackling high-interest debt and laying the groundwork for your emergency fund. Not all debt is created equal. Here's how to differentiate. Good debt. Examples include mortgages or student loans. These often come with lower interest rates and can increase your earning potential or net worth. Bad debt. This includes credit card balances, payday loans, and personal loans with high interest rates. These are the debts that keep you stuck financially. List all your debts and sort them by interest rate from highest to lowest. Focus first on anything with interest over 8%. That's your target. Now, look back at your month 1 budget to see what discretionary income you have left after essentials. Channel that leftover amount aggressively into repaying high-interest debts. You'll make more progress doing this than trying to do everything at once. Once the bad debt is under control, shift focus to building your emergency fund. Your goal is to save 3-6 months of essential expenses. Have a stable job? Aim for 3 months. Freelancing, self-employed, or inconsistent income? Go for 6 months. Store this emergency fund in a high-interest savings account. It should be easily accessible in a pinch, but not so convenient that you dip into it for impulse purchases. This month is a game changer. You begin growing wealth through investing while continuing to build your emergency fund. A lot of people hold off on investing, thinking they need to save for years first. But the truth is, time in the market beats timing the market. Leverage employer benefits. If your company offers a retirement match, contribute at least enough to get the full match. This is a guaranteed return and the easiest form of free money. Open a tax-advantaged account where you invest matters. In the UK, use a stocks and shares ISA. In the US, go for a Roth IRA. These accounts allow your investments to grow tax-free. Stick to broad market funds. Avoid stock picking. Instead, invest in low-cost index funds or ETFs. These give you exposure to a wide range of companies and reduce your risk. For example, the S&P 500 has averaged over 10% annual returns over the last 20 years. Balance emergency savings and investing. You don't need to choose between the two. Start with a split like 70/30ths, savings, investments. Then adjust to 50/50ths as your emergency fund grows. Once you've hit your savings goal, you can invest even more aggressively. There's only so much you can save. At some point, increasing your income becomes the most effective way to fast-track your financial goals. Negotiate a raise. Prepare a case showing your contributions and value. Don't be afraid to ask. Switch jobs. Studies show switching roles can lead to higher pay increases than staying put. Start a side hustle. Sell a skill, freelance, offer a service, or launch an online income stream. Even earning an extra $200, $300 per month can dramatically accelerate your savings, investments, or debt repayment. You're not limited to just your 9 to 5. Monetize your hobbies, tap into your expertise, or offer solutions to problems people are willing to pay to solve. You've built momentum. Now it's time to lock in your progress and reduce decision fatigue by automating your financial life. Bills and expenses. Set up automatic payments for rent, mortgage, utilities, insurance, and loan repayments. This avoids late fees and protects your credit score. Savings and investments. Automate transfers to your emergency fund, investment accounts, and retirement contributions. Pay yourself first before any discretionary spending. Everyday spending. Use a separate bank account or card for daily expenses and fun money. When the balance hits zero, you're done for the month. This makes budgeting effortless. Your financial plan is not set in stone. Check in every month or quarter. Ask, has your income changed? Are you saving enough based on your new goals? Can you invest more? Are there new tax rules, tools, or strategies you should be using? Stay curious and keep learning. Financial literacy is a lifelong skill, and the more you educate yourself, the more confident and capable you'll become. In just 6 months, you can dramatically transform your financial future. You've learned how to build awareness, eliminate harmful debt, create security, invest smartly, boost your income, and automate success. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment or a higher salary to take action. You can start right now, right where you are. If this guide helped you, be sure to share it and feel free to reach out or comment with your progress. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips on personal finance and self-growth. I upload new content regularly to support your journey toward financial freedom.